Everyone, it's me, Uncle John. Today I'm going to read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, chapter 14, No But the Norwegian Ridgeback, page 234 236. Wonder what it's like to have a peaceful life, one sighed. As evening after evening, they struggled through all the extra homework they were getting. Hermione had now started making study schedule for Harry and Ron too, was driving them nuts. Then one breakfast time, the Hedwig brought Harry another note from Hagrid. He had written only 2 words, "It's hatching." Ron wanted to skip herbology and go straight down to the hut. Hermione wouldn't hear of it. Hermione, how many times in our lives are we going to see a dragon hatching? We've got lessons. We'll get into trouble, and that's nothing to what Hagrid is going to be in when someone finds out what he's doing. Shut up, Harry whispered. Malfoy was only a few feet away, and he had stopped there to listen. How much had he heard? Harry didn't like the look on Malfoy's face at all. Ron and Hermione argued all the way to herbology, and in the end, Hermione agreed to run down to Hagrid's with the other two during morning break. When the bell sounded from the castle at the end of the lesson, the 3 of them dropped their trowels at once and hurried through the grounds to the edge of the forest. Hagrid greeted them, looking flushed and excited. "It's nearly out." He ushered them inside. Egg was lying on the table. There were deep cracks in it. Something was moving inside. A funny clicking noise was coming from it. They all drew their chains up to the table and watched with bated breath. All at once, there was a scraping noise and the egg split open. The baby dragon flopped onto the table. Wasn't exactly pretty. Harry thought it looked like a crumpled black umbrella. Its spiny wings were huge compared to a skinny jet body. It had a long snout with a wide nostrils, the stubs of horns, and the bulging orange eyes. It sneezed. A couple of sparks flew out of its snout. "Isn't he beautiful?" Hagrid murmured. He reached out a hand to stroke the dragon's head. He snapped at his fingers, showing pointed fang. "Bless him, look, he knows his mummy," said Hagrid. "Hagrid, how fast do Norwegian Ridgebacks grow exactly?" Hagrid was about to answer when the color suddenly drained from his face. He leaped to his feet and ran to the window. "What's the matter?" Someone was looking through the gap in the curtain. "It's a kid. He's running back up to the school." He bolted to the door and looked out. Even at this, there was no mistaking it. Malfoy had seen the dragon. Something about the smell lurking on Malfoy's face during the next week made Harry, Ron, and Hermione very nervous. They spent most of their free time in Hagrid's darkened hut, trying to reason with him. "Just let him go. Set him free." "I can't. He's too little. He'll die." They looked at the dragon. It had grown 3 times in length. It just a week. Smoke kept falling out of its nostril. Hagrid hadn't been doing the gamekeeping duty because the dragon was keeping him so busy. There were empty brandy bottles and chicken feathers all over the floor. "I've decided to call him Norbert," said Hagrid, looking at the dragon with misty eyes. "He really knows me now. Watch. Norbert, Norbert, where's Mummy? Has lost his marble." Ron muttered in Harry's ear. "Hagrid," said Harry loudly, "give it 2 weeks and Norbert is going to be as long as your house. Malfoy could go to Dumbledore at any moment." Hagrid bit his lip. "I know I can't keep him forever, but I can't just dump him. I can't." Harry suddenly turned to Ron. "Charlie," he said. "You're losing it too," said Ron. "I'm Ron, remember?" "No, Charlie, your brother Charlie. In Romania, studying dragon. We could send Norbert to him. Charlie can take care of him, and then put him back in the wild." "Brilliant," said Ron. "How about it, Hagrid?" And in the Hagrid did, they could send an owl to Charlie to ask him. The following week dragged by, but Wednesday night found Hermione and Harry sitting alone in the common room. Long after everyone has gone to bed, the clock on the wall had just chimed midnight when the portrait hole burst open. At the end.